Welcome, welcome. We are finishing Parshas Todos, 1991. The Rebbe says like this. It's the final culmination of what we've been learning. According to what we know, everything about the future, times of Geula, all depend on our deeds now. Kol Meshach Zman goes throughout the times of exile, throughout all the generations. This is Tanya in the beginning of chapter 37. It talks about this idea, right? Everything depends, the revelations depend on the effort and that we do now when Hashem is not revealed, and we reveal Hashem now, all our efforts to reveal Hashem, that brings about the future revelations. Move on, so it's understood that when we're preparing for the Geula, the true and complete redemption, through a righteous Mashiach, this is what they were saying. We need to also be like this idea that we're talking about. The moon is renewed. We have to have this renewal also. Like it says, in the future we'll be renewed like the moon is birthed. And right, so we have to give birth to ourselves, come into a birthing state of being born. Okay, similar to the ischadshus, the newness that we'll have, the birthing that we'll have, like it says in the future, we will be renewed like the moon. Similar to the welcome Chavaracha, similar to the Levana, the moon becomes renewed. It's birthed, right? It comes from nothing. It's not in the sky. All of a sudden it appears. Which is what? What is this in our service of Hashem? The revelation of our essence, okay? That we exist, that we're here. All of a sudden, we're tuning in, not just to, is our neshama shining? Is our neshama doing its job? Is our neshama accomplishing its goals? Is it on track? No, just the etzem fact, the essence of our neshama is here, tuning into that, the revelation of our essence. Which is this level of our soul, tuning into this level of our soul. It's beyond even the revelation of the Yechida, which we said the Yechida is usually only revealed when we're completely given over. It reveals to such an extent that a person is willing to give up everything for Hashem. So, but this level of essence is just a oneness that's even beyond that. There's no me and Hashem separate. It's the oneness. Aside from what we spoke a number of times, that the true and complete redemption through Mashiach, aside from the fact that we learn many times that the true and complete redemption depends on each and every one of us, yes, revealing the Mashiach spark within us, which is the level of Yechida, this highest level of our soul, where the soul is completely given over. There's nothing we wouldn't do for Hashem. That's the level of Yechida. And like we mentioned in paragraph 2, if we can add, so the Rebbe says we have to add and fix what change our perception of what we had till now. That the highest level was that we have to be completely willing to give up everything. Give up our whole selves and for Hashem. And they were saying the real highest level is not that, is not, which we do need to do. We do need to be willing to do that, but that's not the highest level. They were saying the highest level is that the ikar kavana, the main kavana, the main intention of us being here is not level of Yechida, which is one of the 5 names that the neshama is called, but to the essence of our soul, to reveal our essence. To reveal the essence of our soul, mamish, which is shezeu amitat inano shel Mashiach. This is the truth of what the idea of Mashiach is, which is henitzas Mashiach sheb'chol echad mechani. So we do have the spark of Mashiach in each and every one of us. The hen, and also al chad kama v'chama, how much more so Mashiach HaKlali, the general Mashiach, revealing his spark, revealing the general Mashiach, but beyond that, there's the essence of the Yisrael, Shalamala Mibchinat Yechidat. That's the revelation of Mashiach, is the essence of the Jewish people will be revealed even beyond this level of Yechidah. Okay? Which means we don't want to have to have, God forbid, any soldiers having to die and sacrifice their lives in order to reach their, their highest level. No, we don't have to be given over in a way that we're losing ourselves, God forbid, and losing our existence. The highest level is to be one with Hashem here, down here below, in a physical body, and reveal that essence of the soul right here, right now, that we're one with Hashem. That's the highest goal. Okay, the Rebbe says we could say, it's hinted to when it says in the verse, what's this verse? The verse is from Tehillim, chapter 89. Matzati David Abdi b'Shem and Kodshi Meshachtiv. I found my servant David, King David, and I've anointed him in the olive oil, okay, or the holy oil. Doesn't say olive oil. Sorry, Shem and Kodshi, that my holy oil I've anointed him. What does it say on Matzati? What does it mean Hashem found us? Were we lost? Did you lose me for a few seconds? No, okay. So what does it mean Hashem found David? Was he, what's going on? Milashon Matsui is found. Shemoreh al etzem ha-metzius. We're talking about his Matsui means also the essence of the Metzius. Metzius means existence. Shehu lemala mito v'gedol, which is beyond any sort of description, label, definition, okay? There's the essence, it's who he is, with no titles. That's why it doesn't say King David, doesn't say Mashiach David, just says I found David, which is beyond any labels, any definitions. So that's, Hashem finds us, who we are. Even beyond the parameters of an existence. It's only because we have to be able to express something verbally, then we call something that it was found, that it exists. But really, it's beyond the level of even existing. That we find David, Kayala Etzem, we're talking about Hashem finds the essence of the neshama of Mashiach, Etzem Nishmas Mashiach Shelamalamital, which is beyond any definitions, any labels, any descriptions. It's even higher than this level of Yechida, this general level of Yechida that Mashiach has. He's our Yechida, soul of the whole Jewish people. There's the essence that's even beyond that. That's why it says, I found him. Matsui means the Metzius, which means existence. And after that, after Hashem finds David, King David, or David Mashiach, then he anoints him with the holy oil. What does that mean, the oil? What's this oil? Oil, More is teaching us about this level of Yechida Klal, is this high level of Yechida that we talked about, that's in the Neshama of Mashiach. Shechodel b'kolina, meaning we take this essence of who Mashiach is in essence beyond any revelations, and we bring that into the revelation of Mashiach in all his aspects, similar to the oil that we said that goes and seeps into everything. That's the idea of oil seeps into everything, right? It gets suctioned in. So what is this in our service of Hashem? That even before we come to this level of revealing our Yechida level, Bitul Voda, which is acknowledging and given over and dedicated, committed completely, nullified, just, right? Submitting to Hashem, dedication to Hashem on the highest level. Before even that, there is this level of the essence of our existence, which is the essence of the neshama, and this knowing, this idea, knowing that we exist. Actually, it's just that we just know that we just woke up. We're not thinking Torah. We're not engaged in Torah, right? We're not in conscious mode yet, of consciousness, of recognition of Hashem, right? We're not in that level yet. We're thinking Hashem, acknowledging Hashem. Just we're in that state of, I woke up. I exist. On this level, this is the level of Etzem Neshama. We're in touch with the essence of our soul. And we know that we're just woke up. We're here. We're alive. We woke up. We take this level of this recognition that we're in of our existence as an essence, one with Hashem, we bring that into be permeating and revealed, this level of our essence of our soul to be permeated and revealed in everything that we're doing throughout the day. This is the truth, really, of the idea of the coming of Mashiach. Our essence of the Jewish people will be revealed, but Paul Mamash in actuality, like we mentioned before in paragraph 9. Okay, so let's unpack this. Let's review this. Okay, this is a very high level. This is, like I said before, the Rebbe never said. I should say that I don't think, from my understanding and knowledge, any other Rebbe really talked about this. If they did, it was not, they maybe mentioned the etzem, but not really went into explaining it to us, and not really explaining it to us in a way that we have to reveal it now in our times. The Rebbe is the only one that, as far as I know, who's talking about this level of essence and how we have to reveal it now and be in tune with revealing our essence in our times right now. So this level of essence, the Rebbe compares it to that time, that moment of recognition, which is not even so much of a, all we know is that we're alive, is that we exist, that we right, like the baby that's just born doesn't know anything other than it's alive, kind of thing, right? The faculties aren't really even working yet. So before we even, when we wake up, before we even recognize, wow, there's Hashem, and we're acknowledging Hashem and we're thanking Hashem. Before that, there's just, oh, I woke up. Okay? So that is the level of, like, as an essential connection, that we're here, that we exist. And that's the level of our connection to Hashem in its essence. Okay, so the Rebbe wants us to be in that state of, I guess, wow, wonderment, birth, renewal. We exist, okay? Thank God. Okay, before we even thank God for it, we're here. We're alive. So that's the etzem, and that's the highest level before we even bring out our talents and our revelation of our neshama to acknowledge and thank Hashem, and then do all the things throughout the morning and bring about Hashem revealed. But this level, so how is this significant, or how could it be maybe significant? I'm trying to unpack this. The Rebbe is saying this wow moment of I'm alive and I exist, right? I'm here. I'm being born at this moment. I woke up. That, the Rebbe says, needs to be permeating throughout the entire day with everything that we do. Okay, so that's a pretty wow state to be. Okay, it's not even the state of yet doing anything or acknowledging anything or being dedicated or doing, not even in thought, speech, or deed. Madiani, we're deploying and employing our thought, speech, and deed already. But before that, just the idea of, like, wow, I'm alive, I'm here. My essence is, and that sense of I'm right, I'm renewed at this moment. I'm coming to existence at this moment. I'm adding a little bit, based on Tanya and what we've been learning, that Hashem, the Alter Rebbe explains from the Bais Chana that Hashem creates us and gives us life force from nothing to something at every moment. And the Rebbe talks about this quite a few times. Now that is a meditation that we all need to be doing and thinking about. And so that is, the Rebbe is saying that sense should be throughout the day, all the time. Like, wow, I'm here, I'm existing. Hashem's creating and giving me life at this moment to even exist. Not just giving me life, giving me my brains and my heart and my ability to move and all that. That's a lower level of revelation of Hashem. The highest essential connection is that we're here, that we're alive, that we're in existence even. Okay, so that when I exist, I'm alive, I'm here, is what the Rebbe wants us to be. And that is like to bring that into our consciousness. It sounds like what the Rebbe is saying from today and yesterday is through the oil. The oil is really, remember what the Rebbe said, is Chassidus. Chassidus teaches us this about our soul, about our existence, about Hashem, and it permeates. Chassidus brings helps us internalize things, and this whole thing comes through into our existence because we have Chassidus. Okay, the Rebbe explains it with Chassidus. And the true revelation of all this will be also times of Geula, but through us learning Chassidus, we come into it. It's like the oil that makes it seep into our consciousness or into our existence, this reality. Okay? So that is my little take. Let's see what else the Rebbe has to say. Yesh Lama, we could say paragraph 11. That this is hinted to, alluded to with what the rabbis say, all the days of your life, to bring to the days of Mashiach. Okay, how does the Rebbe explain this? This is the Rebbe's Chiddush. Yesh Lomar, remember, is always the Rebbe's Chiddush, the Rebbe's way of explaining to it. So he's connecting that idea here in a new way. Okay, Fruma, welcome. What is he saying? Kol yemei chayecha, pirusho, b'chol rega v'rega sh'adam chai. The Rebbe is explaining all the days of your life means that every moment of your existence, of your life, hen bayom v'hen b'layla, whether it's day or night, hen nishan, whether you're awake or sleeping, shegam az hu chai al yedei neshimat aved, because as long as you're alive by breathing air. Kol neshamat aliyah, all our soul or all our breath praises Hashem. Al kol neshima shadam Hashem. Every breath that we take, this is the Midrash on Tehillim, and it says kol neshamat aliyah. That's from Tehillim, and the Midrash says about it that every breath that we take, we thank Hashem, we praise Hashem. Shemuchach liot b'chol rega v'rega. This we need to have at every moment. Masha'en ken achadei Hashem, where we breathing, we have to do it every moment. So this thanking Hashem that we're breathing and that we're alive takes place every second. It's not like the Rebbe says in parentheses, it's not like eating and drinking. We don't have to eat and drink all the time. But breathing, we do need to. So, kol yemei chayecha le'avilu masa Mashiach. So that's why we say kol haneshama ta'aleh. The rabbis explains kol haneshima. Every neshama is like the same word as neshima. Neshama is soul, neshima is breath. So every breath that we take, the rabbis say we have to praise Hashem. So every moment of our existence, of our breath, we're thanking Hashem that we're alive. And then he says, so this needs to take, like breathing has to take place every moment. So then this recognition that praising Hashem that we exist also needs to take care of, happen all the time. When it says all the days of your life will bring to the days of Mashiach, what does this mean? That our life force, every moment, the Rebbe says, is to bring to the days of Mashiach. Laser, I'm in the middle of teaching a class. You're welcome to join. Okay. What? Yes, please. Call before to make sure I'm home. Okay, bye. Okay, Kol HaNeshama is Kol HaNeshima. Every moment, so every moment we are in this existence that thank God we are alive. And thank God we're breathing. And thank God we're here. Okay, so now how is this connected to Mashiach? That our life force, our chayus of each and every Jew is about Mashiach. Is about bringing Mashiach. That our whole existence here at every moment is having that recognition is to bring the days of Mashiach, meaning, it says, not just when you're doing the activities and thinking about Mashiach and talking about Mashiach or doing activities for Mashiach, like we said, that's already the Modiani, that's the next stage of actually bringing to our consciousness. Ella, it says, even etzem chayto, just the fact that you're existing, that you're alive, I'm here, chayecha, which is our life, is also to bring to the days of Mashiach, meaning just the fact that we're here is in order to bring to the days of Mashiach. So every second, every moment, not even when we're engaged with anything of great significance of consciously bringing towards the Geulah, but at every moment our existence is bringing the days of Mashiach. Okay, so let's see what how it explains that more. Yeshlo, if we need to add, when it says to bring to the days of Mashiach, lehavi, to bring specifically, what does that mean? It doesn't say in the regular day le'abot, to include or to, when it says, the rabbis are explaining the verse that says, Kol yemei chayecha, all the days of your life. And the rabbis are discussing what does it mean, all the days of your life. So one of the rabbis explained, all the days of your life means that all the days of your life are here to bring to the days of Mashiach. Okay, and he says it's to bring daytime and nighttime, all the days of your life, and including the night, right? That's a simple thing. And the Rebbe is going deeper, and he's saying to bring to the days of Mashiach, and it doesn't say to include or to encompass the days of Mashiach. When it says Mashiach, to bring to the days of Mashiach, because the verse is talking about kol, all the days of your life. So it should have said all the days of your life means that's to include the days of Mashiach. So there it says, doesn't say just to include or to add or to add, to mention and to add the days of Mashiach. There it says lahavi, to bring to the days of Mashiach, meaning it's like a verb, it's not a noun. Where this day of, when it says all the days of your life, it's meaning all the days of your life means is this momentum of to bring to the days of Mashiach. It's not just to include days of Mashiach or a passive thing, it's an active verb. Lashon Abim, and it's also in the days of Mashiach, not just the day of Mashiach, but the days of Mashiach, meaning they were saying Shekasha, life force of each and every Jewish person. Who B'inyan Mashiach is about Mashiach. That's our whole life, Chayas, our existence. Like we mentioned before, this brings us b'derech memela, as a natural consequence, to be in the days of Mashiach. That our essence will actually be revealed b'pol mamash, in actuality, which is the days of Mashiach. That's what it's going to be. Our essence is going to be revealed. But the Yeshlam, so says we could say, it's alluding to the two general days, time periods of the days of Mashiach. And also alludes to the many, many levels upon levels of in the days of Mashiach, going higher and higher. Will go higher and higher and higher. Ad ein ketz, without limits. It's like we're seeing in the physical world already. Right? Remember this, the rabbis were saying there's a parallel between the physical world and the spiritual worlds. That when the Industrial Revolution came about and there was all of a sudden machinery and all kinds of things, progression, I says it was parallel to the time of the revelation of Chassidus, because there's so much progression and spiritually and physically are connected. So the revelations now, in our times, I think, this is my little touch of AI, is exponentially like way, way, way beyond the Industrial Revolution and all these things till now, even the time of the computer coming out and internet. And this is like now a way, there's supercomputers, there's quantum computing, there's unbelievable revelations in the physical world. And this is paralleling what's going on in the spiritual world of the revelations of Geula, that we are here now revealing essence. And it's like unlimited. That was as we go in times of Mashiach, revelations higher and higher and higher of the teachings of Torah through Chassidus. So, especially, this is my little thing, else I just thought of now. When we put Chassidus into the AI and into the computer, it's also, you have to be careful because, you want to make sure it's doing it right. But it helps us reveal Chassidus exponentially all around the world in unbelievable ways. Right? It used to be the biggest revelation could be, it's in the newspapers, right? Now it's not just in the newspapers, it's on every person's cell phone, no matter where they live in China, India, Africa, everybody can access Chassidus at every second, at every moment, in an exponential way, in a revealed way, with lots and lots and lots of feeds coming on in different angles of Mashiach and of Hashem revealed in the world. So this is unbelievable, right? What's going on. And that's parallel to the revelations of Geula, which the Rebbe says are unlimited, higher and higher and higher and higher as we get more and more into the days of Geula and Mashiach. Ad ein ketz, without limit. Okay, but Patiyut, the Rebbe goes into more detail. העניין, דכל ימי חייך להביא למשה משיח, העניין, דכל ימי חייך להביא למשה משיח, מתבטא, is expressed, בכך, in this, שתקף כשנאו עצם השמה, that the moment when we get up, wake up, עצם המשמה, our essence, שמתגלה עצם מציאותו ורק העצם, that we reveal that here we're existing, our essence is here, מרגיש בנשימת האוויר עניינו של משיח. We already can feel, but when we breathing, take our first breath, conscious breath in the morning, we breathe the idea of Mashiach, the Indian of Mashiach. Avir shel Mashiach, the air of Mashiach. Like the rabbis say, Ruach shel Mashiach, it says there's the air or the spirit, the Ruach of Mashiach existed already in the first part of creation. Remember it says the spirit of Mashiach, the rabbis say, was hovering over the waters when Hashem created the second day of creation. So even before man was created, there's this Avir, air of Mashiach. And I was saying this, we can tune into this Mashiach level of our essence already the second that we wake up in the morning, and we can be breathing the air of Mashiach. So there says, over here, Sha'avir, what's this air, this Ruach Shel Mashiach? What is that? It's above and beyond even the Oro Shel Mashiach, the light of Mashiach. Light is already revelations, emanations. The light of Mashiach is when we see, he's doing this activity, and Mashiach did that, and Mashiach made this happen, and Mashiach said this, and Mashiach taught us that. Okay, but the Rebbe's examples are like Yilcho Milchamas Hashem. He will fight the wars of Hashem, until he'll be victorious, etc. Like the Rambam Maimonides says, the things that Mashiach will do, and after he'll fight the wars of Hashem, he'll build the Bais Hamikdash, right? And he'll bring the Jewish people to the land of Israel. So the Rebbe is saying, even before he does all these activities, we can already tune in the second we wake up in the morning to this Avir, this air of Mashiach, before the light of Mashiach, before the revelations of Mashiach in his activities. Masha'en ken Avir shel Mashiach mo'ala etzem, the air of Mashiach alludes to, refers to this essence. Essence chayes, essence of the existence of Mashiach, meaning, what does the Rebbe say? Hitgalut Metziuto, the revelation of existence, that he exists. Metziut shekemet gam lifnei zeh l'malchut, the existence of Mashiach even before it's revealed as he's revealed as the Malchus, as the King, b'tor Melech Mashiach, as before he even appears as the King Mashiach. V'lachrei hitgalut Metziuto, after his existence, that the Mashiach is here, the existence of Mashiach is here, we breathe it, we're conscious of it. Avir shebein Ruach Mashiach, and this air, this Avir Mashiach, this Ruach, the spirit of Mashiach, is way, way beyond even his revelations of light or his activities. But how is it revealed to everybody? It starts to be revealed to our eyes through his activities, through the light of Mashiach, his rays and emanation and his activities. So there is this spirit of Mashiach that the Rebbe wants us to tune into, of the existence of Mashiach, even before we see his activities, before we see his revelations. That's the level of Mashiach that the Rebbe wants us to connect to, no matter what, no matter where, no matter who, no matter when. The second we wake up, even before we're fully conscious and awake. And okay, according to this, we understand that what's the chiddush of the coming Mashiach is the hisgalus of Metzios, of the revelation of his existence. Matzati David Ga'avdi, like it says, Hashem says, I found David. He called because all the details of what will come afterwards, his revelations to everybody, through his activities, the goal that he says, activities to redeem the Jewish people, and everything he'll do, and all the aspects of the days of Mashiach, they come as a result, it's like a continuation, mit galut mitziuto, from the revelation of his existence. Okay, we have to know and be aware Mashiach exists. Okay, just the spirit of Mashiach is here. There's an existence of Mashiach. Okay, whatever you want to call it, air, energy, it's here before it even is revealed as activities or lights. We can see consciously what Mashiach is doing. The klulimba, all the revelations of Mashiach are included in this. The existence of Mashiach, the air, the spirit, which is way, way beyond the essence of Mashiach. Similar to the birth of the moon, the moment of the moon coming into existence and appears in the sky, its birth includes in it all the light that will come, both in Shalosh Safar later on. In addition, from that moment on, from every moment, the moon is becoming more and more illuminating, more and more every moment, until the moon comes into its fullness. Okay, so that moment of birth of the moon, which is as will be renewed like the moon, that's the moment of us, similar to in the morning, waking up and recognizing, before even saying Modani, just recognizing that we exist, that we're alive, that we're breathing. And that is that consciousness we want to have, that we're, essence. We're with one with Hashem's essence, and there's the essence of Mashiach here, the Ruach, the spirit of Mashiach here, even before we even recognizing what Mashiach, what effect he's had on the world, what he's done for the Jewish people to redeem them. We need to tune into that. The essence of Mashiach is right here, right now, the Ruach of Mashiach. Okay, now let's continue. And we'll sweeten this more when it says, Kol Yamecha, all the days of your life, to bring to the day of Mashiach, the days of Mashiach. Shachayut, the life force, Chayecha, your life, when we reveal our existence, that brings, that will bring to the days of Mashiach. When we tune into this level, because the existence, the life force, right, includes in it all the details of the days of Mashiach. They're all included in revealing the existence, which is like the moment of birth of the moon. The moment the moon appears, it does include in it everything that will come into revelation later, of the moon as we know it in its full glory and full revelation. So knowing that Mashiach exists, the spirit of Mashiach is here, the essence of our soul is here. We're alive. Mashiach is alive in this level of essence, of existence, before it's even revealed how and where and what he's doing, what he's not doing, and how he's going to be revealed more and more and more. The fact that he exists, the idea of Mashiach is here. It's like a finding, the level of yes, the essence of Mashiach, the spirit of Mashiach is here before even the revelation. So this is, and it doesn't depend yet on the revelations. We know that the revelations are coming. So that's where the Rebbe wants us to go, not get so caught up. Did he reveal this? Did he not reveal that? Did he actually win the wars? Did he not win the wars? Did he get all the Jewish people back to Torah yet or not? Did he actually? Okay, before that, just tune into the Rebbe says, the existence of Mashiach is here always before even the revelations. The essence. Just like we have our essence existing even before we're consciously acknowledging or doing anything with it, or revealing it in this world. But the Rebbe says that existence includes in it everything. That moment of birth, that moment of recognition that we're alive, that we're awake, that we're here. The Mashiach is here. Okay, the Ruach of Moshiach is here. The spirit of Mashiach is here. That includes in it all the powers of revelation that will come later. So that will bring, the Rebbe says, tuning into that level will naturally, consequently, bring the consequence of the revelations of Mashiach. Okay? Yud Bais. So what do we do about this? To action. Action is the main thing. Since we already had the birth of the moon, that we were, like it says, we're going to be renewed like the moon. We already had the birth of the moon on the Rosh Chodesh of Kislev, the Rosh Chodesh of the month of Geula, Chodesh HaShlishi, the third month. Kashurim Geula HaShlishit is connected to the third Geula of the third base of Mikdash of this year, Tavshin and Bais. The year of Hayot Heshnas Niflos, but there will be miracles in this year. Kol Mikol Kol and everything. So each and every Jewish person needs to add with much more vigor, much more strength, to emphasize this idea, this concept of all the days of your life are to bring to the days of Mashiach. How? Through all our existence, the moment we wake up, Chadua is permeated by Chayus de Mashiach, the life of Mashiach, the Chayus, the energy of Mashiach. This is which is really the essence of each and every Jewish person. We each have the Mashiach within us, Mashiach Shabo, Shemevi Alimas Mashiach, which will bring naturally the days of Mashiach as a consequence. So if we wake up and we know, wow, we're alive, Mashiach exists, we're connected with the essence, we're here, we're birthed, and our whole existence is immediately permeated with this chayis, this life force, this energy of Mashiach, that will make it actually happen, that it will be actually revealed. We'll actually be able to see Mashiach, right? Point to Mashiach, see all the revelations of Geulah. This has to be even at this moment, the Rebbe says. Through arousing in a new way the strength, a renewed strength and renewal of the strength of the essence of our soul, similar to like what we have when we wake up in the morning. Renew this vigor of bringing to the days of Mashiach. Through adding another mitzvah, to tip the scales and the whole world to the side of good. To bring to ourselves and to the world which is from quote from the Rambam, also that we should see ourselves every moment on tipping the scales to bring salvation and Hatzalah, saving basically the world with each and every little good deed that we choose to do. And this is from Rambam Hilchos Tshuva, the laws of Tshuva, chapter 3, law 4. Okay, I've quoted this many times. So this is like, it's like the whole world is in our hands, to have that awesome consciousness. We're here, exists, Mashiach exists, the spirit of Mashiach exists, the energy of Mashiach is here, and everything that we do now is going to tip the scales and bring Geulah. It's an awesome thought, right? Go back to the way thing. It's not just you doing a little detail here and you're a little peg in the cog over here and you're doing another little, push yourself a little bit more there. No, it says go back to the essence. The essence is our whole existence is with Hashem. We're here, we're existing. The existence of Mashiach, the spirit of Mashiach is here. Our energy is straight from Hashem. We have this energy of Mashiach right here. We tune into that, and then we have the power with every little deed to tip the whole scales and reveal Geulah to the world. It's a much higher level of awareness than just we're doing one more little thing that might, have a little bit of an effect somewhere, somehow, one day. Right? Okay. So it's an incredibly empowering visualization and thought process. And that says that's what's going to make it happen. It has to be at this moment. A new arousal with a new strength, renewed strength of the essence of our soul, similar to waking up in the morning, to have that sense, wow, I'm alive, I'm here. And I'm here, I'm here to bring the days of Mashiach. I'm here, how? By adding another mitzvah that's going to tip the scales. So knowing our whole existence here right now is at this moment to do one more good deed, to tip the entire scales and bring salvation to the entire world. Nicole said, no, this lav dafka binyanim, it's not, the Rebbe says, not necessarily in high, big deal things. That are connected to Yechida. You don't have to go give up your whole existence of, being willing to, you don't have to go onto the battlefield and sacrifice your life, okay? The Rebbe says it's, you could do it by learning and spreading Chassidus, which is the Yechida of the Torah. But the Rebbe says not just that, Ella, it's not only through this high level of Yechida of learning Chassidus and teaching Chassidus, spreading Chassidus, but mainly the Rebbe says in Inyanim Pshutim, simple things, like taking care of the physical needs of another Jew, which are connected to his essence, which is his soul and his body. Remember, we said the body is connected to essence. This is where the essence is revealed. So the neshama in the body, we're seeing the essence of a Jew revealed in the body. The essence of Hashem is giving that person's body existence at that moment. So you take care of their body, a simple little thing, and you're already bringing that revelation of saving the whole world and bringing Mashiach and revealed. Including the things But we need the month of Kislev, which is the days of Hanukkah, which are days of Simcha and Hallel, joy and praise. Shemosifim b'sudot shel Simcha, we add in to this of joy, celebrations and meals of joy, of Simcha, including the custom of giving money of Hanukkah and Hanukkah Geld. Like the rabbis, like Chabad rabbis did with their families. And the Rebbe would actually give more than just, he would give to the soldiers. I have a little Hanukkah Geld that I got somehow when I was in high school. I think they gave it to the students in the school where I was in a Chabad school when I was a kid, teenager. So the Rebbe would give out Hanukkah Geld to soldiers, to students. Before that, in the seudas, in the meals and the farbrengens of joy, of the days of Geula, of Yud, and Yutes Kislev. Okay, so the Rebbe says we need money for, people need money for the farbrengens of the 10th of Kislev, the 19th of Kislev, and that's also included in giving the needs of the month for this month. The needs of this month. Jews don't just need regular money, so they need more money for all these farbrengens and Hanukkah Geld. Let me just see. Hanukkah is, I'm just going to remind you, is on the 14th, and Fuma's coming, hopefully, beginning before Hanukkah. Okay, she will be here before Hanukkah, not on Hanukkah, hopefully. I'm looking forward.
Oh, she's coming to Los Angeles?
Yeah, to Irvine.
Riverside,
California. Very cute.
Good.
Yes, very excited.
Wow.
Okay. I just looked at the calendar to see when you're coming. Anyway, the last paragraph, Yud Gimel, and this is the main thing the Rebbe says. Should be Tchilat Chodesh Kislev, the beginning of the month of Kislev, which we're now. Chodesh Agula, the month of Gula, Tavo B'po, what should come in actuality, Begula, the revelation of Gula, Mitzvah Shlem, the true and complete redemption. Okay, from that, you might have to take a detour to Yerushalayim. At Chalat Gula, the beginning of Gula and its completion, through Mashiach, Yamod Melech mi Bais David, the king will stand from the house of David. He'll fix the whole world to serve Hashem. Together. Shnema, I will turn to the nations to serve him. Shchem Echad, one shoulder, together. Like it says at the end of the Haftarah of last week's Torah portion, it said the Haftarah was of last week before told us, because I'm still reading Parshas told us. The last week's Torah portion before told us was the declaration of Yechi Adoni HaMelech David Leolam. Yechi means he should live. Adoni, my master. HaMelech, the king. David is King David. Leolam, forever. Okay, this is from the book of Malachim. And Batsheva, I believe, said this. Nitzchiyut Malchut David, this is the eternality of the kingdom of David. Shenimshecha b'Malchut Shlomo, which was drawn into the kingdom of Shlomo. Sheshlemuta alidei HaMelech HaMashiach, that this full, complete kingdom of Mashiach, being drawn into the kingdom of Shlomo, will be completed in full through the King Mashiach. Shehu mibeit David, who will come, according to the Rambam, right, from the house, the Rebbe quotes the house of David, from the lineage of Shlomo. The content of this declaration of Batsheva is Hitgalut, the revelation of the existence of the King Mashiach. Through this and after this declaration, I guess, comes the revelation to everybody's eyes. They pull it up through his activities. So first we declare, long live the King David forever. And then the Rebbe says this declaration brings the revelation of the existence of the King Mashiach. And after that comes the revelation to everybody through his deeds, through his activities. Like it says in the beginning of the Parsha, Ve'ele todas Yitzchak. These are the generations, or these are the offsprings, these are the children of Yitzchak. Shehalita, the birth, told us of the King Mashiach, which means the revelation of his existence, who but often galui leinekos, or in a revealed way to everybody, like it says, ve'ela, these are the offsprings of Yitzchak. This birth, giving birth, will be revealed to everybody. Ad shekol Shema Yitzchak, until everybody will be laughing, like Yitzchak. Yitzchak means laughter. This will affect also the nations of the world. Like we said, there is the fixing of Lavan and Parshas Vayetze, which is this week's Torah portion. Also the fixing of Esav, which is Parshas Vayishlach, the parsha after. Come to my master. It says in Seir, which is Esav. That's what Yaakov said. Till I'll come to Esav, I'll come to you, and it says this will take place in the days of Mashiach, that will come together to Seir, to the offspring of Esav. And that will be B'yamei Mashiach, that would be in the days of Mashiach, like it says, those who are saving us will come to the mountain of Zion, Lishpot et ha'esav, to judge the mountain of Esav, like Tal Hashem Avnucha. And Hashem will begin. Take it from Yad Mamash immediately. Mamish. Okay? So unpack questions, comments.
I just realized something. Now is the time we can go to Seir, because thou shalt not kill. You can go up to who knows who, whether it's Putin or other leaders, and in let's say the UN or whatever, and they won't kill you, and you can actually like in the UN,
yeah, right? You can talk to them. Interesting. And welcome, Goldie.
Kill you.
There is a lot to unpack in this. This is really deep.
One more thing, and the thing is, the Rebbe used the word mechudeshet. Like, is that the same as why? Oh, it's mekudeshet. Oh, I was thinking like a wedding, similar to what the words that you would use in a wedding. You know what I'm saying? Mekudeshet.
Mm-hmm.
But he says chudeshet is in renew, right?
The birth, waking up in the morning. But this is something that we need to, if there ever wants us to be in this spirit of Mashiach, even before noticing what he's doing, what he's not doing, what he is, okay, didn't say what he's not doing, but even before the revelations, being in that spirit of Mashiach, that the spirit of Mashiach is here now, the energy of Mashiach is here now, even before we actually take a look at the actual effects of Mashiach on the world, there's that existence, and to live with that consciousness, just like he wants us to live with the consciousness that Hashem is creating us at this moment and giving us our existence, and here we are alive. Wow, we're being birthed at this moment. Okay, so Mashiach's energy, Mashiach's spirit is right here at this moment, and if we tune into that energy and know that everything we do is bringing Mashiach, that's it. That will make it happen.
It's a very powerful like nuance of that moment of connection. Like before you do anything, if you connect to the power of your essence, which is the essence connected with Mashiach, if you could touch that moment, you're going to affect everything you do after that. But to be able to be to that moment of connection with essence, this, my essence is Mashiach's essence. And when you wake up in the morning to feel I don't know, I had this thing that happened this morning where I said, I have to do everything in my day with the Mashiach consciousness, not just okay, right now I'm doing something, lofty, but everything has to be with that Mashiach consciousness, which is tapping into that essence of your truth.
Yes.
It's very deep.
It
right?
is.
It's very deep.
It's essential.
Yeah.
And it's revealed, the Rebbe says, not just in highfalutin things. It's revealed in every little tiny detail of what we're doing on a physical.
Bringing my essence into it, for real, my Mashiach essence is so good, so pure, so holy. So everything I'm going to do is going to spark that.
Yes. It reverberates. Yes. So yes. Amazing. We got to do something very special and holy. It's not public yet, but it's something I don't want to talk about because the person who's doing it privately. But my husband and I got to go and bring a schus for people to do something that has to do with Safras.
Uh,
And he had us go to his friends, people in the community who are not Chabad necessarily, not this. And I felt like we were bringing a new chayus or a new energy into the room.
That's it. The Mashiach energy, right?
Even though
Mashiach
I wasn't
design.
even conscious of it, really.
No, I'm saying that's what the Rebbe is
Yeah.
telling us. It's not like the consciousness, it's like the essence, and trying to live by that. And you reverberate something when you could tap it, just tap it. I don't know,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yes.
But the other thing is, like, when you talk about like getting up and saying, "Wow, I'm alive," do you guys remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you like? Did anybody have this? Do you ever have this memory, or did you have this experience where you woke up and you just like ran to the window, like, "Wow, another day!" Like so happy.
Yeah.
So
Or it's
happy
raining,
to
or
look outside. Yeah, so happy to be outside, to look outside and be alive. I don't know. I remember that. It's a memory. So if you have that memory, or you could tap into the memory, that's what you're saying. Like that's all it takes is a sense of being so happy to be alive, and connecting that to the coming of the Mashiach.
Yeah, your essence.
I just wanted to say my mom used to always give Hanukkah gelts. I guess she got it from my grandparents. She was always giving Hanukkah gelt to everyone on Hanukkah. She loved doing that. It was one of her favorite and most conscientious things she would do. She would go visiting, or she would make potato latkes, and all the kids.
So nice.
All the kids got Hanukkah gelt, chocolate, etc., etc.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good memory.
It was not just chocolate; it was gelt. Yes.
Yeah, it was actual money.
Actual money. Good.
Right, and the chocolate and the potato pancakes. And,
good.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember very clear. I mean, it's a very fond memory of. But the fact that you brought it up,
you could give Hanukkah gelt to the kids in shul or whatever, the kids that you go to.
I didn't realize that it was such a the Rebbe even mentioned it, that it was at that level.
Yes.
But my mom would take so much pleasure in doing that, and she took it very seriously, making sure they all got.
So the Rebbe didn't have kids, physical kids, but he gave Hanukkah gelt anyway. So you could also learn from that. If somebody doesn't have their own kids, you still give Hanukkah gelt to your students, to your kids that that you're close to.
Yeah.
The Rebbe just sent out.
I
have this little packet with little aguros in it.
Yeah, it's nice. When we were leaving Chicago, before we went into the car, I found that envelope that had $2 Rebbe dollars that said on it, Hanukkah gelt. Yeah.
Wow, chills. Okay.
So you could give it to your friends' kids and the kids at school.
Yeah. They'll be very happy.
Yeah, it's a good memory and good reminder.
Yes. So what I've done also in past years, I try to go to the bank before and get a special kind of coin also, like that have a memory, like a gold dollar. One year I went, there wasn't gold dollars, but they had the bigger silver $50, like an unusual kind of coin to give, so that they keep it and they remember it. Hopefully.
That's very nice.
Hopefully. The Rebbe did give out also at certain points. I don't know if you have certain special minted coins for an event, like they had in 770, a special event. The Rebbe had them make a coin, and he gave it out. One of them, also.
That's super nice.
They made a real coin from the mint of the American.
I think so. It's in a plastic. I got it in a plastic, but I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention a miracle. Can I?
Of course. Let me turn off the